Hello, it's Angela, and we're here tonight to continue on with our decoupage book pages with our napkin. So what we have here is the last one, or whatever one we made yesterday, and we need to take off the excess now. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you have your water pen still handy, which I thought I did, but now I don't see it. Oh, here it is. So if you have your water pen or water brush still handy, you can go along the edge like this and wet it. Or you can even dip your finger in water and wet it, just right along the edge. And then you should be able to just rip it off. Let's see. And then you get that ragged, edge. Or if you rather have a straight edge, you could use a cutter or your scissors and just go along the book page edge and trim it up this way. Or you can just tear it and hope for the best. Whichever you feel like. This is your creation, so it's whatever you want. Right? Right. I really love this. Reminds me of oh, my son told me what it's called, a geode. Geode, yeah. Crystal or rock or whatever a geode is, but that's what it reminded me of. I couldn't think of it, so I was showing my son today when he came over after work to spend a little bit of time with his mama. Both my boys did. Alright, so now what we're going to do on the back of this one is we are going to collage the back for writing. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to finish all the rest of these. So this one, I think I'm going to turn these into journaling cards. So I'm going to cut it here and here. And so this one will be a little bit bigger journaling card. So if I cut it across there, I guess I could do that too. I'm not sure about this one yet, but I do know I want to take off the edge because I want to stamp on this edge because it's so nice and discolored. And then we will collage the back of this as well for writing. This one is already done. I already took the edges off this one as well. So this one I think I'm going to do tags. So we'll get 3 tags out of each one, I think. That way, or if we do it this way, I'm not sure. We could probably get a couple journaling cards doing it this way, like 4. So I'm not sure yet, but the back needs to be collaged on that as well. This one, we need to trim the excess off as well. So I'm just going to go in with my scissors and trim that off. If you get the book page, no big deal. It's not going to be the end of the world. Like, I got some napkin on my book page here. It's okay. There's a fix for that. And the fix is going to be to cover it up with a piece of ephemera or something, right? It's the same thing on this one. I goobered it up. I took the napkin off the book page by accident when I was rubbing it to get some glue underneath the bubble that was right there. Off camera, of course, and I did that. So, alright, so this one, we need to collage this side. So we've got this side done, and I was thinking of using this in a journal as a page. So this would have to be cut down to 6 or 5.5 by 9 or 8.5 this way. But we do need to either collage or decoupage napkin on that side as well, which I think I have an idea for that. This one is done. Both sides are decoupaged. We have this beautiful spring scene going on here. And then here we also have this with the bumblebees and the berries. So that's fun. So that could be a journal page in itself as well. We just trim it down. And then we have this one that's done. That can also be a journal page. So let's start with the collaging for the backs of these ones here. And we'll just collage for the next, I don't know, 10 minutes or so until I think of something else, or maybe we cut something up and decorate some tags or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's start collaging on this. So I'm going to start collaging it as if I'm going to write on it. So I'm going to use these kinds of scraps, which I have a bag for, a Ziploc bag here. I put like pieces of digitals and, you know, different things that I think. There's a piece of vellum in there. There's this. There's an envelope. There's this. Just things that I think would make a good backer for a tag or something. So, and there's a bag in here. There's some things that are misfiled in here for sure. Whole pages, you know, just whatever. It gets in the scrap pile. You know how it goes. But I want to use real scraps for the back of this. So I've got my little pile here off to the side. I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah, that's showing up all right. Okay, and then we need our glue book. Sorry about the dog again. It's like I turn the camera on and he decides he wants to be in the video by barking. So he'll stop eventually. Neighbors out there or something. I know he's been fed, so I know it's not that. So. Alright, now we just need a glue stick, which I thought I had one handy. What in the world, Angela? How are you going to do a video without a glue stick? Because you thought you were going to use your matte medium, didn't you? Well, I guess we're going to have to. Because I don't know where my glue stick is. Oh, here's my little glue stick basket over here. Huh, jeez, I moved something on myself and then I can't find it. See, I put it in a safe place. Alright, so we're going to start with this pink piece. Was I on camera gluing? A little bit. Okay. Start in the corners like Gail does. I'm going to flip this over actually, because I want the straight edge to the straight edge. I'm going to use my little rolly tool here to just smooth that down and get that real good and stuck on there. Here's another pink. Oh, we got a long one here. There's a couple here of the pink. So we can use those. Oh, there's some lined ones too. Okay. Awesome. Oh, and it's graph paper. This is avocado dyed. This is from Wanda Bar Crafts. I know that because I buy all my avocado dye from her. Alright, so we're just going to tear this, put this along there. And this one here and this one here. Okay, so I'm just putting glue. I know you can't see, but I am out of space. Like so. Okay, and this one. And I don't save my glue pages. That's just a little too much for me to save. I have so much stuff. My son was giving me a little bit of grief today. He's like, Mom, you need to get rid of some of this stuff. You can barely get in your room. And it's true, you can barely get in my room. It's ridiculous. And so I told him I'm working on it. You know, I work with Kiesha's Kreations, and she's stashing a lot of stuff for me. And also some new stuff that I make over there as well. So I'll link her below, as I always do. And except I don't think I linked her last night. the video that I posted yesterday. I don't think I linked her, but anyway, I didn't talk about her, I don't think, in the video, but but yeah, so I sell all my journals and everything I make through Kiesha's Kreations, which a lot of you that follow me know that. And my newbie subbies need to know that as well. So if you're ever interested in anything that I make, you can more than likely find it on Kiesha's Kreations on YouTube. She does live sales, and I am a part of that. I'm one of her vendors. So you can usually find my journals on there. Within a few days after I finish making them, I usually mail them off. And then she gets them, and then she puts them on the next time she goes live. And sells them for me that way. It's a nice little partnership, you know. It helps me out, and it helps her out. So that's, you know, what life is all about, right? So we're going to put that one there like that. I don't know why I'm picking out the pink. Does this have, yeah, it's got some pink in it. So this is going to go like this. Collaging is so relaxing, you know. You know, you're just gluing and putting paper down and getting gluey and sticky, and what is better than that? Seriously. To a crafter. I don't think anything's better than that to a crafter. Although some crafters don't like getting all gluey and sticky, but I don't really enjoy it either, but I love it. I just love gluing, and I know that that's a part of gluing, is getting sticky, so. Yeah, I switched over from my roller to this other little Dollar Tree toy. It's a scraper, but it works really good for this stuff versus a card. So yeah, it's a little $1.25 now. So I think it's like $1.32 with tax or something like that. Crazy. I'm surprised they were able to keep their prices so low for that many years. They said they came out in like 1980 something. So it's been like almost 40 years or over 40 years that they've been $1. And everything around them raised prices except for Dollar Tree. They stayed at $1 all those years. And now that they've gone up 25 cents, that's it, 25 cents, everybody is freaking out over it. Inflation, inflation, you know. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so please don't leave me comments about that. I shouldn't have even brought that up, but anyway, I don't think I said anything bad, so I think I'm okay. You never know what's going to come out of this mouth, though. That's for sure. Get myself in some trouble. Yeah, so I had a nice little visit with my boys today after work. So they came over and hung out for a few minutes. They were waiting on a friend of theirs to get home that lives by me, because, you know, they don't live with me. So they were hanging out with me while they waited for their buddy to get home, which was nice. So I showed them what I did my video on yesterday and talked to them about what I was going to do today in my video, because they're really interested in my YouTube life. They want to do a gaming YouTube channel where they play video games on it. I guess that's a big thing for boys and girls alike, I guess, you know, that play video games. I'm not a gamer of any kind. I don't even play Sugar or Candy Crush or whatever it is. I did at one point in time, but when I was a smoker, I liked playing those games while I was smoking, but maybe I associate smoking with them, so I don't play them now. I'm not sure, but I haven't smoked a cigarette in probably, I don't know, it's got to be close to 10 years now. Yeah, it took me quite a few tries to quit, though, but I did quit, so lesson for all those out there that are trying, you know, that see this video. Just keep trying. That's what counts. You may not succeed, but if you try again, you never know. This next time you could succeed. So, you gotta try. You gotta try to succeed anyway, right? If you don't try, you'll never succeed. That's for sure. That goes with anything in life. I just want this to go over the crease there. I'm not sure that that's, you know, how I cut it, that's going to be necessary, but I still want to make sure my page is getting a little sticky. Let me see if I can get my book over here now. Yeah, I'm in screen now. Okay. Sticky though. Time for a new page. So what else do we want to talk about? So I really appreciated the comments that I got this morning when I woke up about my video that a few of you hadn't decoupaged before, and that made me feel good that I was able to help you guys out with that. So yeah, definitely give it a try. It's super fun picking out the napkins, and you don't have to use a full napkin on a book page, which I'm going to show you later. That was my idea that I thought of, which was to decoupage pieces of napkin on the other side. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that there, right here. Yeah, so, yeah, you can use bits and pieces of napkins. I have a video where I do that with envelopes. I coffee dyed the envelopes, and then I decoupaged bits and pieces of napkin here and there on the envelope. And I think it had a couple other processes. I saw it on, I think it was a Junk in the Trunk by Artymaze. Oh, look at what I just did with that, trying to move it. That's all right. We'll cover it up. Let me just get the chunks off. Yeah, I was trying to move it and I crunched it. But that's okay. We saved most of it. We just need to cover up that little spot there. No big deal. Yes, Junk in the Trunk, Artymaze. I will link her below as well. She's awesome. She is British, I believe. Yeah, British, from Wales or some place like that. Not really sure where she's from, but she has a very strong accent. I'm guessing it's British. Yes, that's going there. And so I'm using the Avery glue stick, disappearing color, washable, acid-free, Avery 1.27 ounce. I get these, I think it's a set of 24 for like $18 on Amazon. Or an 18 pack for $18. I don't know, or $16 or something like that. It works out to be less than $1 a piece for them, is what I figured. So it's better than a dollar store glue stick on the price. And as long as you put a lot on there, it ain't going nowhere. I have struggled trying to rip something off and totally destroyed my project. So it definitely works good. This glue is definitely holding it on there, that's for sure. All right, so this one, I think we'll run up like that. I don't want to cut it too short, so just like right here. Yeah, perfect. Looking to see which side I want to glue on. Both sides are so pretty. I bet this is from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, this paper, this coffee dye paper, because that's where I get most of my coffee dye paper from these days. I don't make it like I used to. I still do, but not like I used to. I used to do it all the time. My husband used to say, "Are you making brownies?" No, dear, I'm coffee dyeing paper. always said it smelled like I was cooking brownies. I don't know why. I guess because I was baking the paper in the oven to dry them. I don't know why it smelled like brownies and not coffee, but I do add a dash of vanilla to my coffee dye. So I like the color that it gives, the imitation vanilla, to the coffee dye, and I like the smell of it. It kind of takes the coffee smell out a little bit, so it's not so strong. And I guess that's what he is thinking that is brownies, is the vanilla smell. Really couldn't tell ya. So we're gonna put that there. Yeah. So today at work was a little frustrating. Yeah. I don't know if Mr. is gonna work out. I'm rooting for you, Dylan. I'm rooting for you. I just wish he would take notes when I say something, because then he ends up asking me 1,000 times. But I'm a very patient person, so I'm working with him, but it's a little frustrating. He's supposed to be training, so I don't know. I always had to take notes, and I was always told the more senses you use, the better off you are to remembering something. That's what I was taught in, you know, high school, middle school, for studying for tests and whatnot. My one professor, you know, would say, write it out, say it to yourself, use all your senses to, you know, remember this. Write it, ask yourself a question, answer it out loud, and write the answer, because some of his tests, he didn't give multiple choice. I'm just ripping the edges. Sorry, I should be doing it on film. I just wanted a rough edge for this piece, so I'm just ripping the edges because it's going to go in the center here. Right here, I think. Like that. Nice little polka dot pan paper. Yeah, so there's that going on. And then there's my boss that's, you know, fighting cancer of the tonsils. And then my assistant quit, and yeah, it's been rough the last few weeks. So I'm training somebody new now to be, you know, the assistant, and he's just getting one part of his training now and he's struggling, so it's concerning me. Alright, I'm going to rip this down like I did the other piece, because it's going to go here in the center. I am super sticky. Super sticky. Let me wipe my fingers off real quick. These baby wipes aren't that wet, so I'm not sure how good this is going to work, but the paper is just sticking to me. I like the way it ripped because it stuck to me, though. That's kind of cool. I don't want to take up that whole spot. Ooh, it fits right there. Not really, though. What about here? Ooh, yeah, let's put it there. That's fun. Right here. So I just want to thank everybody again that came over from Gail. You guys all blew me away. I gained, what was it, like 250 subscribers in less than 24 hours. It blew my mind. I was like, what? Oh, Holy moly. I mean, I expected to gain a few, but I did not expect it to blow up like that. Hold on a second. I'm going to put you on hold. That was my daughter. She just got home and she wanted to know, was I mad at her for being late? She's supposed to be home before dark. So I told her, no, it's a little bit light outside. The street lights are on though, but I told her to try to please be good. I just got book page all over that one. So what the heck? We'll still use it anyway. Why not? It's scraping off with the scraper. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we got a little bit of it off anyway. This can go here. And I'm just going to tear this down a little bit, since it's going in the middle. I'm tearing it over my trash can, guys, because otherwise I'm going to get paper everywhere, because the little bits are sticking to my finger. Oh, and I cut it too short. Hold on one second, guys. Let me check my phone. It's my son. 1 second. Oh, they made pork and cheesy potatoes for dinner. He sent me a picture. Oh, I love it. My boys taking care of themselves. Feeding themselves. I must have did something right. My daughter feeds herself too. She cooks for herself already. She's, what, 13? She's going to be 14 here in a couple months. So mom's doing a good job. At least they can fend for themselves, you know? They learned early on in life if they were going to eat, they were going to make it themselves, because I don't cook really. I did back when my kids, when they were all younger. I cooked a lot, of course, but when they started being able to do their own laundry and do their own cleaning and whatnot, they started learning to cook for themselves, along with all those other chores. So I laid down the law early with my kids, that's for sure. And for the most part, you know, they're good kids. They were like any other kid, I guess. They had their moments, right? But for the most part, they were good kids. I can't complain. So we're going to put that there like that. I love the paper with the cool edges. I just think that, like with the holes and stuff, I just think that that's really gives it a nice little effect. Alright, we need one more piece, and I think it's going to be a piece of this pink graph paper right in the center there. And I'm just going to tear it down so it's a little uneven, since it's going right in the center. Perfect. Paper stuck a little bit, but that's okay. We'll just scrape it off like we did the other one. Okay. Alright, that one is finished. So I don't know what we're going to do with this one yet, but the whole back is done. And we are at 29 minutes. What? That took forever. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, so I guess this is going to have a part 3, because I don't like my videos to be over a half an hour. So let me just show you what we did today. So we did this collage on the back of this napkin decoupage on book page. So tomorrow what we'll do is, since we collaged this one, we'll collage another one, and then we'll make some journal cards or some tags. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.